officially banned in Washington state.
And who is headlining WSU's Spring Fest this year? All of that and more coming up on Murrow News 8.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Brinkley Hill.
And I'm Noelle Anderson. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
The Moscow Police Department are working on getting a search warrant for the person responsible for a bomb threat to marshals earlier this week. A phone number was obtained after a caller threatened to bomb marshals if the store manager did not give the caller gift cards. The Moscow Police Department and Volunteer Fire Department evacuated marshals and the neighboring store Petco, but found no threats on the property.
25-year-old Abraham Gonzalez was sentenced on Monday to 20 months in prison after stealing a woman's wallet right out of her purse in Walmart. Gonzalez was convicted of 6 counts of theft in the 3rd degree, 1 count of theft in the 2nd degree, and 5 counts of identity theft in the 2nd degree. He was arrested days after the original event after being caught stealing a $12 cooler from Walmart.
Washington State officially abolished the death penalty. Governor Jay Inslee Senate Bill 5087 last Friday, which removed the state law that Washington Supreme Court determined are invalid or unconstitutional. Inslee said on Twitter after the signing that the quote, "It's official, the death penalty is no longer in state law." 27 states, including Idaho, where Governor Little signed a bill allowing execution by firing squad, still have the death penalty.
On Thursday, Montana House Speaker refused to allow a transgender lawmaker to speak about bills on the House floor because of a comment they made saying lawmakers would have, quote, blood on their hands if they supported a bill to ban gender-affirming medical care for trans youth. Representative Zoe Zephyr said she will not apologize for the comment she made, which created a standoff between her and Republican legislative leaders. Zephyr said she stands by what she said about the consequences of banning essential medical care for trans youth. The House meets again this afternoon.
The Supreme Court has until 11:59 p.m. until they have to decide if the drug mifepristone should remain on the market. This drug is one of 2 used in abortion procedures. This ruling will decide if the drug is safe to consume after being used for almost 2 decades in America. This is the first major abortion-related decision since the overturn of Roe v. Wade last June of last year.
You may have noticed rising prices at the pump. Some community members told Murrow News 8 that they are heading to Idaho for cheaper gas. According to AAA, the monthly average for a gallon of gas in Whitman County was $3.68, and now it is $4.29 a gallon. In Moscow, the average gallon is $3.56. The gas tax in Washington is 49.4 cents a gallon, while Idaho charges 43 cents.
The spring Chinook salmon fishing season in Idaho opens this Saturday. Idaho Fish and Game is expecting the run to reach nearly 50,000 fish. That's above the 10-year average of nearly 45,000 Idaho spring Chinook. The fishing will be open on the Clearwater River as it's in its middle and south fork along the Snake River 7 days a week. However, the North Fork of Clearwater is only open Thursday through Sunday for fishing.
Another event happening this Saturday is the 26th annual Palouse Family Fair, hosted by the Palouse Alliance. It will take place from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Pullman Playfields. There will be games, prizes, and a fun run, so don't miss your chance because all of this is free. For more information, contact palousefamilyfair@gmail.com.
College is a place where many students experience partying, and sometimes that involves drinking. Murrow News 8 reporters Celine Arif and Chloe Thompson have more.
College is the place for drinking and finding your community. But it's the drinking community that WSU is really known for.
Drinking culture is huge here. I mean, the bars are like some of the most important buildings in the city.
When people tell you they go to class drinking, you don't know whether to see if they're being sarcastic or they're being serious.
WSU has a bigger drinking culture compared to other institutions that I've worked at.
And if you're one of the ones in Pullman practicing sobriety,
people in my family used to be alcoholics, so I'm just like, okay, I'll stay away from it.
It is definitely tough, being, that sober friend.
You might be missing out on parts of the community that everyone else shares. These two feel lucky that they found each other and other supportive friends who don't pressure.
They're very accepting. Just let me drink soda while they drink their drinks.
It's because of those great friends that they still go out because they'd miss out on a lot of college if they didn't. But not every party is fun sober.
It's not fun going to parties where everybody's drunk. It's not fun to go to frat parties.
You definitely stand out in an uncomfortable way.
But the one thing they both credit for making it all a little easier are their personalities.
You match their energy. That's something I've been good at, and that's something I've developed for myself because I know it would help me fit in a little bit more.
I'm a very social person, so I just talk to everybody. I get accepted very easily by people.
These two gentlemen may find sobriety lonely in Pullman, but they're still happy to be here because of the people that are cheering them on.
I just love the community, how open the community is.
People are so accepting and loving, and I mean that's a great part of WSU too, is people are just so loving here.
Reporting in Pullman, videographer Chloe Thompson and reporter Celine Arif.
Rappers NLE Choppa and YBN Namir are coming to WSU for Springfest. The concert is tomorrow night at Beasley Coliseum from 8 to 10 p.m. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Tickets are $30 for students and $35 for the general public. The event is putting on by the Student Entertainment Board. If you check out their Instagram, they will be posting updates on the event.
Coming up, find out what fundraiser this evening might be right up your alley.
And which celebrity is officially off the hook? After the break on Murrow News 8.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
It's okay to be scared. You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Thanks for your patience.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
One football player is leaving the field tonight and hosting an event in Pullman that benefits everyone. Our Murrow News 8 reporter Celine Arif is live at Zeppos to tell us more. Celine?
Thank you. Tonight, we are going to be at Zeppos, but we're currently at Zeppos right now to tell you about what's happening tonight. It's a very special fundraiser for cancer, and we have a very special guest today I want to introduce you guys to.
Dean Janikowski.
And why are you here, and tell us about what you're doing here tonight.
Yeah, so I'm having a huge event. It's called Kicking Cancer. We're having an event here at Zeppos from 6 to 9 p.m. I ultimately started the event after my mom passed away a year and a half ago from cancer. So kind of my whole goal was to start this foundation and start this event to help people around Pullman community who are fighting cancer right now.
That's amazing. So all of the money goes towards either cancer research, which is about 25% of it, and then the rest of the money raised here tonight goes to a local person fighting cancer. It is open and free to all ages. If you want a bowl, it'll be $20 per person. The football team will be out here tonight. There will be an auction. People will be doing autographs. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I think we should kick it off with a ball. Should we bowl one?
Yeah, let's get a strike.
Okay, let's go. Here we are. Oh, boom. Well, you might have better luck than us tonight, but we'll see you out here and back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Celine. Oh my gosh, that looks so much fun. Idaho State Treasurer Julie Ellsworth announced in a press release that counties in Idaho will receive $26.9 million in federal funding. The Secure Rural Schools program will benefit schools and counties with federal land. Some of those funds will go towards school improvements and infrastructure maintenance.
Many Republican leaders have announced their bid for the upcoming 2024 election, and media outlets have been asking when President Biden will make his. After weeks of no official answers, it was reported by the Washington Post that the president will formally announce his 2024 re-election campaign as soon as next week.
There happens to be a pair of pretty special classes that students can take on campus. Murrow News 8 reporter Quinn McCarthy has more.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
A better look on campus of the weather this afternoon.
In WSU's Murrow College of Communication, 2 classes really stand out from the rest. ComJor 455 and ComJor 465 are some pretty special courses students had the chance to take. If anyone wants to work in the news as some sort of anchor or behind the scenes as a director or cameraman, these are the classes for you. Murrow News 8 is the name of the newscast, which is the combination of the 2 classes. 455 is the production side, and 465 is the talent. Matt Lovelace, a Murrow grad himself, had just returned here 4 years ago, but Marvin Marcello has been launching students' careers for 30 years. The students themselves write, direct, and produce a 15 or 30-minute newscast every day, all based on the national or local news. Oh, and it's broadcasted live on YouTube.
What I'm nervous about sometimes is like some words I cannot pronounce them, so I got to practice them. But yeah, just like go with the flow.
Monday through Thursday at 4:30 p.m. and Fridays at 12:30, the student-run newscast is broadcasted live on the Murrow News 8 YouTube channel. For the students, it's a great working environment that will give them the closest experience to the real world as a college class can get. The students in 465 will at some point be the producer, anchor, weatherman, sportscaster, a live reporter, and they will run the social media. Also, they will do many of their own news stories on the side as homework. Every 2 weeks, the students are required to submit a 1.5-minute minimum news package in which they get footage, interview subjects, and create video clips. Then, taking all the content they just created, they're going to plug it all in here into Premiere Pro, edit it, and then later post it on YouTube. These classes mean so much to the students who take them and really set them up for a successful career.
It's awesome experience for students trying to get into this field of work because you get, one of the best schools in the nation to do it. You get hands-on equipment, you get to work with, some professors that have actually been in the profession. So I think it's special just by experience.
Most of their students get hired to full-time positions after they're done with the class and end up at TV stations all over the country. There is truly no better hands-on experience if you as a student are interested in the television broadcast field. In Pullman, I'm Quinn McCarthy, Murrow News 8.
On October 21st, 2021, Helena Hutchins was fatally shot on the set of Rust. For the last 2.5 months, charges were placed on celebrity Alec Baldwin for being the one who accidentally fired the prop gun, killing Hutchins. But on Thursday, the charges against Baldwin were dropped. Prosecutors said under their current timeline and with new evidence found within the last few days, they have to dismiss the charges to continue the investigation. However, they added that Baldwin is not in the clear and the charges can be refiled on him at any time.
Yesterday, Twitter removed blue check marks from people who were not paying for Twitter Blue. Many high-profile celebrities and journalists lost those blue checks, which helped verify their identity. Some of Spokane's local journalists took to Twitter, and many of them are embracing the new change. Some celebrities, such as Stephen King and LeBron James, said they will not pay for Twitter Blue, but Elon Musk tweeted that he is paying for a few. Graduation is tonight for the LGBTQ+ Center. Coming up next, we will tell you all about it.
And I'll let you know when the best time will be to take those grad pics.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
WSU is holding a special event for graduates that are part of the LGBTQ+ community. Our reporter Ivy Shank has more.
Thanks, guys. The Lavender graduation is tonight here at the Elson Floyd Center. It's being hosted by the WSU LGBTQ+ Center. It was created in 1995 by a woman named Dr. Ronnie Sonlow at the University of Michigan after she wasn't able to attend her biological children's graduations because of her sexual orientation. Almost 30 years later, universities like WSU around the country have adopted the tradition in an effort to create a safe space for LGBTQ+ members and their families and friends to have a wonderful celebration. Tonight's dinner for the event starts at 5 p.m. and the whole ceremony should wrap up around 7. That's all I have for you here at the Elson S. Floyd Center. Back to you guys at the desk.
There's a new idea out of the Caribbean trying to save our coral reefs and also the world by doing something similar to gardening underwater. Scientists are trying to restore coral reefs with the Ocean Shot project led by Deborah Brosnan. Brosnan told CBS News that we lose a lot more coral reefs in a day than we can restore in a decade. What this team is doing to help the problem is creating reef structures in a lab and then planting them in the ocean. Great idea for a huge win for science.
Earth Day's back again tomorrow. Want a way to celebrate the planet? Take a look at some options on your screen. Pullman Disposal Service is taking garbage off your hands for their spring cleanup from 9 a.m. to noon. Palouse Conservation District will be doing a stream cleanup, and you can sign up with the QR code on your screen. There's an event at Ruby Street Park called Pizza for the Planet, and if you join in by bringing them used pizza boxes, you'll be entered to win prize drawings. Last but not least, the university will be holding a family fun day in Moscow, filled with activities that celebrate our local ecosystems, and light refreshments will be there. Hey Brinkley, if I want to get my grad photos done this weekend, how's the weather looking for that?
Absolutely, Noelle. Well, it's going to depend on the day, and if anyone has planned to take their pictures today, you might want to grab an umbrella because we are going to have showers off and on this evening. As you can see, it's going to be a high of 48 with a low of 34. You might miss out on that golden hour with the sunset setting at 7:45, so going at 6:30. It could be rainy off and on, but no worries because those grad gowns are pretty warm and won't be too cold if you're wearing a dress. Moving on to tomorrow, it's looking a little bit better. It's going to be partly sunny and it's going to be just a little bit warmer. So if you want to take the gown off, take some pictures in a cute dress, the weather has your back. And once again, that sunset is going to be 7:46. So if you want that golden hour light, you're going to want to go at 7 or, bounce around to a couple different places, do a couple different photo shoots. Now, as we look at the map today, I know grads are graduating all around the state. If you are in Pullman, you're probably not going to want to do it today. You might want to reschedule for tomorrow. As well in Spokane, it's going to be cloudy, so it's going to be a little cold, but you will have some sunshine. As we move to Yakima and Tri-Cities, warm weather, and in the Tri-Cities you got some sun, Yakima you got some clouds, not too shabby. Now, go over to Seattle and Olympia, rain, clouds. It's the warmest area in Seattle or in Washington, but you do not want to try and do any grad pictures today. Now, as we look at the 5-day forecast, I'll tell Pullman which days they're going to want to take grad pictures. Now, tomorrow is going to be your best bet, okay? It's going to be a high of 54, a low of 39, and it's going to be sunny all day. Do not try to take pictures on Sunday, though. That day is a no-go. It's cold, it's rainy, there might even be thunderstorms, and it's going to be the same as Monday. It's going to be pretty rainy. However, Tuesday, Wednesday, if you're able to get out of class and you don't have too many finals, those are going to be perfect days if you want to take those grad pictures. Now, we will experience all the weather this weekend. I hope you guys have already taken your grad photos.
I have not yet, but I know people should be careful about when they take pictures on the football field, especially this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Avoid the field around, after 12 to 1-ish because the Cougs are going to be playing their Crimson and Gray game. In fact, I'm going to tell you more about that next on Murrow News 8.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision. Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent.
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
It's okay to be scared. You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Thanks for your patience.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
All right, WSU Baseball will be hosting Santa Clara this weekend, starting today with the first pitch at 3 p.m. Currently 22-13, they have the 5th best overall record in the Pac-12. However, being 7-10 conference drops the Cougs to 8th. Luckily, with 2 series coming up against the 11th place Utah Utes and 10th ranked Cal Golden Bears, these matchups should be enough to put the Cougs in the top 6. But some fun to look forward to this weekend. Saturday, show up early as supplies last. You can get a limited edition WSU baseball cap. Sunday is Bark in the Park Day. Fans can bring their dogs and receive a WSU Cougar baseball dog toy. Cougar football will also be making an appearance this Saturday for their annual Crimson and Gray spring game. The troops will be split up into 2 teams. Head coach Jake Dickert says that will be the #1 offense and the 2nd and 3rd team defenses versus the #1 defense and the 2nd and 3rd team offenses. With many new faces in the locker room as well as many familiar ones, we're in for a fun day of football. General admission is $5 while it will be free for students with their Cougar card. I better see you guys there. The Seattle Kraken played their 2nd game of the inaugural postseason run last night after winning their first matchup with the reigning Cup champs. However, in Game 2, the Colorado Avalanche showed they are the first seed in the Central Division. The Kraken started out hot, owning the first period. Just about 2.5 minutes in, defenseman Justin Schultz finds the net after a beautiful pass from Eli Tolvanon. About 4 minutes later, winger Brandon Tanev scooped a rogue puck and scored it right under the crossbar. Second period is where the tables turned, however. Arturi Lakunin got it past Grubauer, chopping down the Kraken's lead 2-1. And only moments later, Valery Nishushkin tied it up 2-2. The Avs closed the door in the 3rd period as Devin Taves rebounded the deflected shot and made sure it reached the back of the net. The Avs took Game 2 3-2 and will be traveling to Seattle for the first ever NHL playoff game in the city. Super fun weekend planned for T-Mobile Park as the Mariners host the Cardinals the next few days. To kick off the weekend, All-Star Hat Night is tonight. The first 10,000 fans in attendance will receive a free All-Star hat presented by MasterCard. It is also College Night with view-level tickets priced at $10 a pop. Saturday is Salute to Armed Forces Day. Once again, the first 10,000 fans will receive a special camo Mariners water bottle. To wrap up the series, all kids 14 and under will get the chance to snag a cool poster of Logan Gilbert and George Kirby. Boy, was it a wild night in the NBA last night, with round 1 of the 2023 NBA playoffs in full swing. Last night's action did not disappoint. The first game of the night saw our first 3-game series lead in the Philadelphia Sixers 1 game away from the sweep against Brooklyn. Despite holding the lead for most of the second half, the Nets just couldn't get it done. The Sixers backed up Tyrese Maxey's 25 points, went into Brooklyn, and took Game 3 of the series 102-97. The next game of the night saw the Kings visit the Bay Area, where they would take on the Golden State Warriors. And this game was not even close. The Warriors looked dominant at home, never letting Sacramento get the lead, winning 114-97, taking a game back in the series to make it 2-1 Kings. Go Warriors. And to cap off the night, the Phoenix Suns visited Los Angeles to face the Clippers in Game 3 with the series tied. Devin Booker, with an incredible 45 points, helped lead the Suns to a Game 3 victory, 129-124 on the road. Tonight includes another triple header, including Boston down south in Atlanta. Shout out to Celine. Cleveland visits the Knicks, and the Nuggets head down to Minnesota. All Game 3s in their respective series.
Thanks, Alex. An exciting weekend. But after the break, find out what you can do to de-stress next week.
Next on Murrow News 8.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
The school year is officially coming to a close with only 2 weeks left. Now, next week is Dead Week, but WSU has scheduled multiple events in the Cub starting Tuesday. There is going to be an Apple event, a little tutorial that you guys can do, as well as a de-stress fest next Thursday at 1 p.m. in the Reunion Lounge in the Cub. There's going to be puppies, puppy therapy, and free snacks and more. So you're going to have to be able to check it out.
There's going to be puppies there?
See, I read that as puppies, comma, therapy, and I was like, there's puppies and therapy, but you know, both.
So it's going to be puppy therapy. You can go de-stress, hang out with some puppies.
Is it like
I mean,
goat
what's
yoga?
better?
Have you heard of goat yoga?
I think it's more
yoga?
puppy therapy.
Oh my
so
God.
you know, you have the
Well,
puppies de-stress, hence de-stress fest. But apparently there's also going to be bubbles, and there's going to be free snacks. I know I'll be there for the puppies and the snacks, but that's going to be so fun for everyone who's going to be there at the Cub next Thursday.
I might have to go because I missed out on the whole Dash Dog appearance yesterday.
I did too.
And now I'm like, what? I need to go see some dogs right now.
Dude, Dash Dog was awesome to have. That was so cool. Like, yeah. If you guys missed it, you have to go check it out yesterday. It was fantastic.
That's a Murrow News 8 special right there.
Big facts.
Exclusive.
Exclusive interview with Dash Dog. Yeah. Now, I hope that Dash Dog is going to be here graduation weekend. I think that'd be so fun to get to see Dash Dog, hang out maybe. How are you guys feeling about graduation? Only 2 weeks left.
It doesn't feel real, to be quite honest with you. I was looking at the calendar and looking at how I only have a few assignments left, and I was like, I need to get those done, but then also, that's so sad.
Yeah.
How about you, Alex? I know you're not feeling too good
I'm
about
just
it.
sad. I'm gonna miss my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll miss you guys.
Well, we're not going away too quickly. We still have a week left of Murrow News 8, so thank you so much for watching. If you missed any shows or you're gonna miss us, you can go back and watch previous newscasts, and you can also, on our YouTube channel, there's also more news on our social medias. Please, Elon, give us our blue check mark on Twitter. All right, thank you so much, and have a good night.
Good night.